बहुनां जन्मनां अन्ते ज्ञानवान् मां प्रपद्यते वासुदेवः सर्व इति स महात्मा सुदुर्लभः. Hello friends, this is the 19th shlok of the 7th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, and today we will understand this shlok in detail. So let's first go over its meaning. So the shlok says Bahunam Janmanam Ante, which means at the end of many births. Jnanavan Mam Prapadyate, which means the wise attain me. Vasudeva Sarvamiti, which means Vasudev is everything like this. Sa Mahatma Sudurlabha, which means that great one becomes rare. So, in this shlok, Shri Krishna is telling Arjun that the wise, after many births, are able to realize that everything is in Shri Krishna and Shri Krishna is in everything. So the word that Shri Krishna has used over here is Vasudeva, which means the greatest Dev, or you can see the highest deity. So the highest deity is everything here. The one who realizes this, such a person is very rare to find, and he is actually the highest one. He, after many births, is able to realize it, and then basically he is able to attain Shri Krishna himself. So in the 17th shlok, we talked about how people are the wise is the one who loves the most. He loves Shri Krishna the most, and so Shri Krishna loves him the most also. And then in the 18th shlok, Shri Krishna said that all the wise people are the ones who are generous, but the one who is joined with me, he is the one who attains the highest. So this whole process that Shri Krishna is telling over here is being described. So in the 16th shlok, he talked about all the different kinds of people who are the devotees of Shri Krishna. So a person who is curious, or a person who is insulted, or who is in trouble, and a person who is looking for material gain, and the wise, they are all looking for Shri Krishna. So Shri Krishna is actually describing all the processes. So a person starts from there. Maybe he starts from some material gain, and then he gains the wisdom. He becomes wise in the sense that he becomes generous, and when he becomes generous, that is another stage. And then from that, he then becomes one with Shri Krishna, and eventually he attains the knowledge that everything over here is Vasudev, which is the highest Lord. And this insight, when a person gains, he is the one who becomes the true wise. And so that wise person is the one who becomes very rare, and who is the one who is able to attain Shri Krishna. So in those previous shloks, we understood how people are forced to submit in front of Shri Krishna by fear or many other things. So this behavior of being generous and everything, this is not something which is natural to us, because we are all selfish beings, and so we look for our own benefit. And so if you have to behave like a generous person, or a person who is noble, then it needs a lot of effort. And many a times people are not really able to attain that level in itself. And what people have to do is to basically use some tricks. So people use tricks such as fear, as we understood, or people use tricks such as taking some vow, or deciding that I will only behave like this. So these kind of tricks are used by people to attain that behavior, which is the behavior of nobleness, or behavior of generosity. But the problem with these attitudes is that they are just tricks. Your natural behavior is not like that. You are just using tricks to force yourselves to behave like that. And this is something which is a lower level. In order to rise above this thing and have your own behavior naturally to be noble, or naturally to be generous, you have to have the right outlook towards this world. You have to have this understanding that everything over here is one, and that one is Vasudeva, which is the largest deity, highest deity. We are not really the doers as such. He is actually the doer. We are only his instruments, and he uses us for his own purpose in conducting this whole yajna in itself. And so When we do not bring our ego in between this whole creation, then we are naturally being noble. And that behavior can only happen when we have this right outlook, wherein we understand that our ego is false, and it's just he who is the truth. So that outlook makes our behavior automatically like that, and so we do not really have to use these tricks such as fear or such as taking a vow to really behave in the right manner. So that is what Sri Krishna is telling over here, that after many many births, when a person behaves in a manner wherein he wants to become one with the Lord, then he attains this knowledge, and he goes through all these stages wherein he might, in between, he might use the vows or a fear to behave in the right manner. But eventually, if his faith is true, then he will move up the path, and he will uh, develop this insight of seeing Sri Krishna everywhere, and then basically he will attain the highest. But it will take many many births for a person to practice all of this. So that is what Sri Krishna is telling over here. I hope that I have explained this shlok well to you. With that, I'll close this video. I will see you all in the next video. Take care.